Hey guys, it's Big Soprano. So, Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders opened up today in, America and Canada, and I was able to secure one. Basically, for the past, eye or so, I've been, trying to work out through these pre-orders or whatever, because honestly, it's really difficult. I stayed up last night because 9 p.m. is 12 p.m. for Eastern time. No, 12 a.m. for Eastern time, folks. And I waited on GameStop, on Walmart, or Best Buy. I waited there to see if the Switch 2 pre-orders will open. And I think the only place that actually opened pre-orders in Canada at that time was Walmart, because I checked Walmart and the site is taking a long time to load. I don't think there was a queue, but it took a while to load, and I checked maybe 5 minutes later, and wow, the Switch 2 is already sold out. And then I realized, oh shit, the Switch 2 pre-orders at GameStop open at 12 p.m. Eastern time, not 12 a.m. And the same goes for Best Buy. So I woke up at 9 p.m. Pacific time, no, 9 a.m. Pacific time today, and I instantly went on the computer and waited for the Switch 2 pre-orders. And on Best Buy, I was able to get through Best Buy. There was a long ass queue to get the Switch 2, but finally I was able to put it in my cart. So then I didn't already have my payment info saved, so I entered that there. And also there's a queue to use the Best Buy website during the Switch 2 pre-orders, and there's a queue for when you check out. So after the queue, when I checked out, the Switch 2 was already out. So I was really disappointed. I checked other sites like GameStop and Walmart and Costco, and they were all sold out. They were either not appearing or they were just out of stock. And for me, the GameStop queue actually never loaded. So that was pretty disappointing, honestly. So I go back to bed because I don't typically wake up at 9 a.m., And I wake up probably at 11 a.m. or so, 2 hours later. And yeah, still disappointed that I can't get Switch 2. I tried looking into if there's any restocks happening anytime soon, next week or something like that on a specific day, but there wasn't anything until maybe a few hours ago. I checked the GameStop website again, but here, let me check. What I did is I went to the GameStop homepage, and it says, sorry, Nintendo Switch 2 is sold out online. And there's a button to check here for in-store availability. And I checked the in-store availability, and there's actually quite a few stores near me that sell the Nintendo Switch 2 still. The pre-orders aren't on out of stock. And that was honestly that was my last hope. I went to GameStop, I pre-ordered the thing. I had to put a $300 deposit, which goes towards the Switch 2. So when the Switch 2 actually comes out, I have to pay $438 something dollars, and at that, as long as I get the Switch 2, and I was able to secure a pre-order for the Switch 2, and I was honestly really happy. I spent the past day trying to pre-order the Switch 2, and I was able to do that. And now I'm even more excited for the Switch 2 because, honestly, if you're trying to buy Switch 2 online, it's really difficult. The queues are bullshit, and who knows when there's a restock, and the websites crash and stuff like that. That stuff, it honestly really sucks trying to pre-order a console online. And after I failed pre-ordering online, like, you know, I had the Switch 2 in my cart on bestbuy.ca, and then it went out of stock by the time I could put in my, you know, card. And honestly, that sucked. Like, I never want to pre-order a console again. I'd rather just, you know, go there in person and pay a deposit and be able to do that, you know? My friend was able to pre-order a Switch 2 last night, so that's good for him. So I'm not the first one I know that pre-ordered the Switch 2, but he was able to get it, and you know what, that's good for him. Other than that one friend, I don't think I know anyone else who pre-ordered the Switch 2. Like, I know people who want the Switch 2 who are gonna buy it at launch, but I don't really know anyone else who's pre-ordering it. So I'm wondering if anyone else pre-ordered it and it wasn't just me. Like, obviously I saw people on like Twitter that were able to pre-order the Switch 2 and stuff like that, but no one I know personally, other than that one friend, has actually pre-ordered a Switch 2. So I'm wondering if you guys pre-ordered the Switch 2 yet, and if not, why is that? Probably gonna be the price. That's what I'm expecting to hear. But if you have any other reason that you did not pre-order the Switch 2, then let me know in the comments below. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope everyone else could get a Switch 2 at launch.